Hello Europe and welcome back to Chef's Choice. I promised you the 2 other songs that were selected yesterday tomorrow, but I had some time today, so here's my gift to you. So let's start with Denmark. You find all my earlier reviews in the playlist up here, and if you like my videos and want to hear more of what I have to say about the upcoming songs for the Eurovision Song Contest 2019 in Tel Aviv, please subscribe and click the notification bell. Now, Denmark's Melodi Grand Prix happened yesterday, and while my favorite, Marie Isabel, that I had when reviewing the songs before the show, completely flopped, understandably, I think I would have gone with Sigmund, that I didn't like at all before seeing the performance, but I think Eurovision needs a few more entertaining upbeat songs this year, and entertaining he would have been. The fan favourite League of Lights had no chance in my opinion, even if the song had its positive moments, but I'm sorry to say that their performance was just completely underwhelming. But anyway, none of these won, so there's no use in reminiscing what could have been. In the end it was Leonora with Love is Forever. So what is good? It's a fun, good mood song that sounds light and stands out among the typical pop songs. It's quirky and Leonora seems to match quite well with it. She's a really lovely singer and the whole thing is refreshingly drama-free. The lyrics, although a little cheesy, do have a good message. The music reminds me a lot of Lemon Tree by Fool's Garden, so there's something nostalgic that I relate to. But what is bad? I do like the idea of the staging, but unfortunately I don't like the execution. I kind of feel uncomfortable when she's staring at me for the first half of the song. While many other artists don't look at the camera enough, she does it too much. Of course she needs to look at the camera as long as they don't introduce the first wide shot of the stage, but that takes far too long in my opinion. The things happening behind her aren't interesting enough to justify waiting for the reveal until half the song is over. Overall, it's a bit too clean for me. It feels like a performance in a church. Of course that's not bad per se, but I wish there was another layer. The French parts don't make any sense to me, except that it reminds me of Loin d'ici. So how would I try to improve it? Cut the French lyrics. If you want another language, do it in Danish. The rest of the song I wouldn't change, even though I think it would be more successful with a bit of a beat at some point, but that would change the whole vibe. The performance should be quicker in my opinion. The first part should be rather an intro than half of the song, and that way she doesn't stare at us for so long. Now, is it a top or a flop? I mean, it's special, that's for sure. For me, it's not something I would go back and rewatch though. A qualification will partly depend on what Norway and Sweden will bring that are in the same semi-final. So far, I think it's possible, but not at all certain. Even though it's a special song, it doesn't strike me as being more interesting than some of the mediocre songs we already know in that semi-final. It for sure isn't as good as Rasmussen last year. But what do you think? Will Denmark be able to qualify? Tell me in the comments below. For now, thank you so much for watching and I see you soon. Bye.